Hey guys, yeah, we do have a flash flood warning, and you may have gotten your phone and not sure where you're watching us from, but if you're in the New Orleans metro area and you happen to be around town, you probably just heard your phone go off. We have a flash flood warning that's in effect, and you can see that there is a good bit of rain, of course, still ongoing due to the moisture left over from Ida. So Ida is now a depression over Tennessee, but we're still dealing with that really just moisture-laden sort of atmosphere, and you can see how the heavy storms have developed. So this is just an area where up to maybe 1 or 2 inches have already fallen in a couple of these spots, mainly south of the city of New Orleans right now. And we're expecting possibly with this heavy stretch, especially off to the southeast of the city, maybe some flooding to begin. So not a horrible situation. At least we don't have anything just sitting right over our really populated areas, but kind of a little bit farther outside of really over toward Poydras. So there are some folks around this spot and around Belle Chase, but really some of the heaviest rain, look at this, is just south of Poydras, and that really heavy cell is kind of moving to the south. So this in the green blinking box or polygon, it does include officially New Orleans because we do have a couple of downpours along portions of the West Bank, but really this is kind of the heaviest rain right now, and a lot of lightning as well with this thunderstorm in really parts of Plaquemines and parts of Orleans and St. Bernard. Part of course, the St. Bernard parish areas around Chalmette are included too, but you can see where the rain is happening right now. So I was sampling how fast the rain is coming down, and the precipitation rate, you could see there was up to about 2 inches per hour. That was for a particular spot in this general area of rain. Now it's saying about ½ an inch per hour. And what it's doing is it's looking at that exact spot that I queried. But earlier, right when I pressed the first query button a couple of minutes ago, it was showing about 4 inches per hour. Now, that's not to say this entire area is going to get 4 inches, because the heaviest kind of core of the storm does appear to be drifting off a little by little off to the southeast. But there is certainly some very heavy rain embedded in this cell. And so for that reason, we have the flash flood warning that's going to be going. So that includes, again, officially the South Shore, but this is really the bulk of the activity right around Belle Chase, and really more so off to the east of Belle Chase. So if you're in these zones, or if you know someone in these zones, yes, there is a heavy thunderstorm. We might get another possibly inch, 2 inches, something like that out of these storms. So just something to watch. Now notice that we don't have a lot north of the lake right now. What we do have setting up here off to the southeast of the city looks like it might continue for a little while. That's why we have our flash flood warning going. So just want to update you on that. We'll be monitoring this really closely. We'll get you updates as we kind of see things develop. Also, again, just to point out, south of the city, there are a couple of downpours there as well. But we are going to be seeing through today and into this evening, maybe a few more of these little downpours kind of forming. So our model has been showing that. This is through about 7 p.m. It looks like we'll lose daytime heating, and we will be seeing things, quieting down as we get toward the evening and really more toward tonight as well. Again, with so much moisture in the atmosphere, we really haven't had anything coming just yet. And look at this, there's that precipitation rate zooming right back up to nearly 5 inches per hour. So again, we're not expecting 5 inches to come down for this entire warned spot, but I just want to point out there are some pretty heavy pockets embedded within this area right now. But again, we're going to be kind of watching that chance for rain continuing, and we do have a few other little downpours popping up, one outside of the Thibodaux area, one unfortunately around Jean Lafitte. Don't need any more rain in the Lafitte area, as we know, but this little cell does appear to be collapsing a bit and weakening here. But this is really the main focus, of course, and you can, your eye just attracted straight to this lightning and thunder with this little portion of the storm as well. So we are seeing that on the South Shore. And yes, we still, as I was saying earlier before I kind of zoomed it out and started talking about other cells, a little bit around Morgan City too. We are just still dealing with, even though Ida's gone, most of the direct impacts, of course, are lifting off to the northeast at this point, but we are still looking at nothing that has moved in to really replace it yet. We haven't gotten that decisive cold air, dry air, anything like that coming behind it. We've been talking about that happening, though, later in the week. By Thursday, we will start to see some drier air moving in, but at the moment, we still have some very kind of high humidity levels, high moisture levels in our atmosphere in the wake of Ida, and we knew that this might be a concern today, just the kind of scattered showers and storms. So we are seeing, again, just the heavy rain setting up. If you've had your phone go off, or if you know someone who's saying, oh, it's really coming down around New Orleans. I know communication's so hard right now. That's why we're trying to get everything to you through these different channels, through Facebook. We're trying to post sometimes even just text updates, because sometimes that's easier for people to see, just like a text tweet instead of a picture or a video and things like that. So really trying hard to reach people where they need it. So again, around the Poydras area right now is where the heaviest rain is ongoing. Some heavy rain around Belchase too. And then over on parts of the West Bank, thankfully a little farther south from some of these spots around Kenner and over toward Luling and Laplace. But again, we'll be dealing with some heavy rain as we move into the next maybe hour or so. So I believe we're going to head over to a different thing in just a little bit, but just wanted to update you on what's happening with that. Again, kind of interesting to see Ida move out, but still a flash flood warning. Really don't need it, but we do have one going. So we'll be tracking it for you. We'll keep you updated.